Ceremonial.
little ceremony, dedication, whatever.
Use my words.
I left a note saying this.
Oh, yes, yes.
My insurance.
Oh, yes.
Yep, I know that one. That was on my grandma's.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Both running all right?
This is just going to be a little informal type thing. We just want to thank Norma and Vince for letting us put this memory bench in memory of Dad to put it up here at Oak Point.
Thanks, Norma.
Yes, Norma.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Which was his very,
Wait a minute,
Wait
wait a minute,
Why don't we
Fran.
finish? It was his very favorite spot. This was Dad's very favorite spot, so we couldn't think of anything better to do for a memorial for him. And all I asked is everybody that want to go around and anybody wants to say anything.
I do.
Okay.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
No. This, I'll tell you, this is an honor for me. It really is. It's an honor. I can't express how much I appreciate this and having all of you here with me. Because Gordy, I was very close to him too. We went to high school together. How close? I mean, how much closer could you get?
Yeah.
And they had school in those days? It's just, we didn't learn much. And it is just one room. It's beautiful having all of you here. I can't tell you how much I love it.
And we
And
thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Paul Flores, would you like to say something?
Yep.
I just want to say that 13 years is the best 13 years that I ever spent. And the time that we were here was just terrific. And you're just wonderful, Norma. Thank you again.
You're the one that makes it wonderful for me. I just go and take people kayaking.
Down the river and back.
David was gonna poop out on you, huh?
No, he's great.
I was ready to go farther.
Okay. Who else would like to say? Want to go around or however anybody wants to? Who wants to say something?
Shout out.
Shout it out. Right.
Oh, great to be here, Dad. It was good. This is the best weather I've ever had. When I was up here, it was rain.
You're right. And you know what? He's here.
He's here.
Because he loved it here.
He made sure we had a nice weekend to be here.
He's
The
here with
weather.
us. That's how I feel. He's right here with us now.
Well, I'll tell you a dinner story. Since I'm cooking and you're all waiting for me to make dinner anyway.
You were cooking.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The one time he's giving us orders, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and then we'll be back at 5 o'clock to eat. And then he looks at me and he goes, "Why am I telling you? This isn't going to matter at all, is it?" No. And he goes, "Okay, we'll be back in sometime."
That's because he knows.
Well, and he just, all of a sudden, he looked at me like, wow, why am I telling you this? It's not going to make a bit of difference. So then after that, he would say, "What time are we going to eat?" And I would say, "Whenever it's ready."
And then whenever he felt like coming back from fishing, he'd be here.
Right. And he loved to clean the fish. He would whistle all the way over there to that cleaning table, and he'd be whistling away. And then he'd come back and he'd bring all the fish and he'd stick them in plastic bags and fill them with water. And every time I opened the freezer, they'd fall out on my toes.
Hey, Gord, how come you didn't look so happy cleaning those
That's a
fish?
good memory.
Sure with father, didn't you?
What? We're not freezing them. We're going to cook
That's
them
why we
tonight.
don't keep the fish anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to cook them tonight.
Well, Chris said the first thing he would do because you guys would be up here before him, and when him and Florence would come up on a Tuesday, the first thing he would do is open the freezer and see if he caught any fish.
That's the first place you check.
Yeah. Chris goes, "You didn't unpack the car, didn't say hello to anybody, you checked the freezer."
His best saying for up here to my father was, "Big Gord, big fish. Little Gord, little fish."
But little Gord got a bigger fish than Big Gord ever got.
That's true, you got it to prove it.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't see one hanging on Dad's wall. Yeah, you're right.
And everybody make sure that they go and look at the picture of Florence catching her most prettiest fish in the world.
We got one in our cabin.
That is the most ugliest thing I ever saw in my life.
And Florence, you know what?
It's a dogfish.
He's still out there.
He's waiting for you,
No way!
He's waiting.
And then
Fran, what do you think the poor people are doing today?
I don't know, Dad.
Who cares?
well, one time when we came up here, I had to bring a kitten with me because it was real sick, and Norma let me bring it. And I'm trying to hide it in the bedroom because he wasn't too fond of cats. And son of a gun, if that cat doesn't come out in the morning while he's making toast and sits at his feet and starts meowing at him. And he goes, "What do you want?"
I mean, he didn't cook them for breakfast.
No, he didn't. He didn't feed it either.
How about,
He liked cats.
come Holy Ghost, come fill my net.
I'm not a fisherman, I wouldn't know.
He was praying out there all the time. What,
Oh, I used to sing prayers all the time.
oh, yeah?
Oh, yes, always.
Why did he pray for
When he
money
wasn't
for us?
catching fish, well, this is back when he used to smoke, he'd start wrapping his pipe on the side of the boat.
Right, yep. To get the fish.
I took him
coming now.
and Jack Boyd out fishing
Oh.
when I was very young. I took his, and I never knew that Jack Boyd didn't know how to fish. I really
That's
didn't.
why he never caught fish.
He
No,
couldn't
he
handle
never
the
caught
net
it.
either. He
I
could
didn't
never
know it.
handle the
And
net.
when I took him out there, I said, Jack, what are you doing? You don't even, you know, your line isn't right. You don't check your slip gear. You don't do, I mean, how do you expect to catch a fish? You know,
He never did.
well, no, when I took him out, he caught one. I put him in the net. Would you believe I had a hole in my net and lost the fish?
Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
I'll never forget that. Never forget it. Jack, your fish isn't there.
He lost enough for everybody else, so he deserved it. He could never get that net out in time.
No?
Never.
But I never knew he didn't know how. I really didn't. Of all the years he came up with your dad and all that, I never knew he didn't know how to fish.
That explains a lot.
Hey, Gord, I hope your ears are burning.
I'm talking about Jack.
I know you were.